Have you ever thought about why humans seem to have an innate fear of darkness?
This concept can be traced back to our ancestors, who lived in a world filled with predators and dangers lurking in the shadows. In the wild, being unable to see meant potential threats could be just around the corner, ready to pounce. Our brains have evolved to associate darkness with danger. It's a primal instinct that has helped humans survive for millennia. Interestingly, studies show that even infants display fear responses in dark environments, indicating that this fear is not learned but rather an inherent trait. This evolutionary perspective not only highlights our connection to nature but also explains why we still feel uneasy when the sun sets.
Have you ever wondered how this ancient instinct manifests in your own life?
Now, let's dive into the psychological dimensions of our fear of the dark.
Darkness can amplify our feelings of anxiety and vulnerability.
When we are enveloped in darkness, our senses are heightened, and we become hyper-aware of our surroundings. This can lead to a spike in adrenaline, making our hearts race and our minds race with possibilities of what might be hiding in the shadows.
Fear of the dark is often tied to fear of the unknown.
The mind fills in gaps with worst-case scenarios, creating images of monsters or threats that don't exist. In fact, people with anxiety disorders often report increased fear in dark environments.
Isn't it fascinating how something as simple as a lack of light can trigger such profound psychological responses?
Speaking of the unknown, let's talk about imagination and its role in our fear of darkness. The dark allows our imaginations to run wild. Think back to your childhood. How many times did you convince yourself there was a monster under your bed or in your closet?
In the absence of visual stimuli, our brains naturally fill in what we cannot see.
This imaginative process can evoke strong emotions, transforming a simple shadow into a terrifying figure. Researchers have shown that the brain is particularly active in dark environments, as it tries to make sense of the unfamiliar. This goes to show how powerful and sometimes mischievous our minds can be.
Have you ever experienced a moment where your imagination turned something harmless into a source of fear?
Cultural narratives and societal influences also play a significant role in shaping our fear of darkness.
Many cultures have folklore that centers around creatures and beings that emerge in the night, from vampires to ghosts.
These tales have been passed down through generations, instilling a collective fear of the dark. Additionally, horror movies and literature often exploit our fear of the dark, creating an association between nighttime and danger. The media we consume shapes our perceptions and can exacerbate fears, making darkness synonymous with evil or harm.
It raises an interesting question: how much of our fear is rooted in cultural storytelling versus personal experience? The fusion of these influences creates a potent fear cocktail, don't you think? So, how can we cope with our fear of the dark? Acknowledging this fear is the first step.
Many people find comfort in light sources. Night lights or soft lamps can help ease anxiety associated with darkness. Gradual exposure can also be beneficial. Slowly dimming lights or spending time in dark spaces can help desensitize the fear response. Techniques like mindfulness and deep breathing can also ground individuals, providing a sense of calm in the dark.
It's worthwhile to reflect on our relationship with darkness. Are we allowing our fears to control us, or can we shift our perspective to see the beauty in the night? Perhaps the darkness can be a place of rest, introspection, and even adventure, if we dare to embrace it.
In conclusion, the fear of the dark is a multifaceted experience rooted in evolutionary biology, psychological responses, imagination, and cultural narratives. It is a fear we all share to some degree, yet it also offers us an opportunity to explore and understand ourselves better. By confronting our fears, we can learn to navigate the darkness, both literally and metaphorically.
So next time you find yourself in the dark, remember that it's okay to feel uneasy. It makes you human.
Embrace the shadows, and perhaps you'll discover a new perspective. If you enjoyed this exploration of our deepest fears, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell for more insightful content.